Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss who from the ABV Network world deserves a bag of dicks delivered to them. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cole, Lenny Eckstein, and Tim Swyatt.
Hey, gang, what's up?
What's happening?
Hello.
So, as this plays out, it'll probably be a terrible show, but it's one of those things when you're with your friends, you've been drinking all night, you're like, oh, you know what would be funny if we did a show, send a bag of dicks.com.
Genius! Our most
figure out,
brilliant idea. We thought this was such a good idea.
Yes, we did. We ended up carrying this over. It wasn't a show idea. It actually came up on an earlier show. We're actually doing it, a part of a 6 show. It kind of was a challenge because we saw McNew was fading. She was actually very sober all night, and then recently has been showing signs.
I
picked up her speed very fast.
Yeah.
So now we're doing a 6.
Now we're doing a 6 show. So this is part 1. No small talk this episode. What we're going to do is talk about who deserves to get this. Again, there's a company called shipabagofdicks.com, and they do it anonymously, and they will ship it to them. And yes.
So they are gummy dicks, right? They're like
gummy dicks. Not actual dicks.
Not actual human dicks.
Also, if you hate this person, you can add some glitter. Glitter will pop out of the box when they open it. You don't. It's an option.
Glitter. You can get the small little gummy dicks, or you can get just one large one, or whatever you want to do.
It's a whole vibe. Shipabagofdicks.com. They're not sponsoring us. We just like them.
No.
They might be in the future.
Apparently, who knows? Who knows? This might catch your eye.
Are we popping bottles?
We will be before we go out to break. This segment 1 is determining who goes on here, and it's kind of a discussion. We all need to kind of approve. Who do we think would be worthy of that?
All night we said Lenny. I feel like I would send some to your shop, Steve. To you and Jim.
I don't think we should be on that list. No, I'm going to veto that one. I'm going to veto that one. Yeah.
The one I have in my head.
Vetoes are allowed.
Oh yeah, you're allowed to veto. It has to be. I said we have to agree on it. I disagree with that, so I'm going to strike that.
Tim has one. Tim.
I do have one. Phil Collin deserves a bag of gummy dicks.
Oh, because he invented VIP-ness.
Yeah.
He invented VIP. Kathy, you complete me.
Also, way back in our early days, Taint Talk with Phil Collin, it never came to fruition, but it could have been a thing.
It did come to fruition. We recorded it. We just
never saw the light of day.
I just didn't just hit publish. I thankfully sobered up and then was like, what the fuck have we done? Taint Talk. Yeah. All right. Phil Collins on the list. So he's stuck. I think
he's a solid contender.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah.
That's genius, Tim.
I love you, Phil. I love you so much, but you could get some dicks in the mail.
What do we think about Royce Neely? It seems like he would have a hard time with it. He would struggle with it, which makes it more fun.
You may put Royce in a padded room as a result of this.
Don't
Becca.
I don't think he'd find the humor in it.
I think you might be right.
Not at all.
So,
Steve,
okay.
Can we step it up a notch, though? If we're going to try to deal with somebody in the family who can't take the humor, I presume, should it maybe go to Papa?
Lenny, that is taking it on a whole nother level.
Yeah, Lenny, you might get
Because
shot.
now I'm going to spouses of personalities, and Laura Stumpf is on my hot list.
No. I think
She's like an angel.
She is an angel that will be brought down into this mark.
All right.
No.
Demetrius Kane.
Oh my God!
Oh yes, definitely.
Oh,
Demetrius
boy.
Kane is going to be—he's in there. He made it.
He's in there.
Demetrius Kane.
It's funny.
Yeah, and for maybe obvious reasons, I'd like to nominate Evan Van Scoik.
Yeah.
I was gonna, Lenny,
on.
you and I are like soul brothers because I was there too as well. That was my next.
I love the guy, but I just want to see the reaction.
I want to see the reaction.
Not going to stop with the bad jokes. Kyle
All right.
Neely, some dicks in the mail.
Kyle Neely.
You know what? That's where I was gonna go. I
Neely's deserving.
agree. Kevin
He's
Neely
gonna
or
have
Kyle
jokes
Neely.
for weeks.
Yeah.
Kyle Neely is good content. Give him some dicks in the mail.
What about Pam Hoyle?
You know what? That's
You
the
can
thing.
count
though.
the number
Pam
of
would
dicks and find out if it
appreciate-
equals. You know, can you imagine if
She would
Pam
love a
counted
bag
the
of
number of
dicks.
dicks received to see if it equals the ABV Network Barrel Shop likes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might be into it.
Kathy, I'm sorry, I cut you off. Fire away.
It's okay. I think she would love and appreciate getting every bag of dicks that came to her.
Okay. So is she in or not?
I think she's
Yes.
in.
I think
in.
she's
Okay, she's in. Okay. We got 3 spots left, folks.
What about? I got one. Mrs. Topolella Fosnot.
Heidi would love some dicks in the mail. Send Heidi all the dicks.
Heidi.
Now, do we cross the veil
All right.
of some ABV personalities that have been on here, but more as special guests? Do you throw a Freddie No?
Oh, jeez.
No. No,
Oh.
I
You
think
can't.
that up
We can't.
because I want him to think we're professional, but
What
we're
about
not.
Wes Harden, though?
But Wes Harden
come
is
on,
absolutely in
let's
there.
Send some to Wes.
Wes
So
is a
we
good
have barriers, folks. That's what I'm trying to portray.
Yeah.
We have barriers.
Yeah.
I don't approve of that
I
choice.
say no. Don't
You don't approve of sending
Lenny
them to
should
Wes?
get all the dicks versus Wes.
no. I'm here
Lenny's
for
laughing.
Wes dicks.
Oh my gosh, I don't know that I've
What-
ever seen Lenny laugh like a little
All right.
kid before.
We
That
got
was
one
great.
left. We only got one left. Is there anybody from the bourbon industry?
Turner Wathen.
Turner Wathen. for
Yes.
Turner Wathen. Okay. Turner
Yeah.
Wathen.
You know what? Can we send him to Turner's kids? Because I think Turner would think that's funnier.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, so we're
Take
we're
the liability of that. Yes.
our bullshit.
I don't know about
If he
that.
wants to let his kids eat them, that's on him. But we're
Yeah.
sending them to Turner.
Turner's getting him.
What I would like to say, some honorable mentions here, though, should be Ryan Thomas.
Ryan Thompson.
Oh, absolutely.
Thompson. Oh my God, we're already
Yeah,
six
that would have
show,
been good.
folks.
Yeah, that would have been
Six
good.
show.
Yeah.
Businessman.
Anybody else? Yeah, the businessman.
How does Becca Sue not get some flack on this?
I know.
She's married and she's sweet now.
Okay. She's sweet.
She's
And how does
always been
McNew
sweet.
not get some heat on this?
Yeah. Well,
Because I originated it. Because I said I'm a degenerate. I like to send.
I'm
dicks to
degenerate,
people.
yeah.
I started this.
I'm degenerate.
I'm degenerate. I started
Farted.
this. I farted this. I think she said I
started
farted this.
Yeah.
She
No, I
farted it out. She was sitting there. She turned around and just.
Oh my god, I did not.
And then there was one that was like.
Here's the problem, McNew. If we put you on the list, we would,
I would
then have to put you in the bracket challenge where you vote for
Right.
yourself.
I would call Katie Joyce and determine there's conflicts of interest in that decision, which we cannot put McNew in there.
Can we
Absolutely.
send dicks
McNew is out.
to
It
him?
was out.
Let's send dicks.
While
to
we
him.
all know everyone is sending Lenny bags of dicks,
Right.
he cannot be on the bracket challenge.
Right. Exactly. So here's our 8. Phil Collin, Demetrius Kane. That's going to be a matchup. Evan Van Scoik takes on Kyle Neely. Both lovers of dad jokes.
God, that's tough.
Pam Hoyle versus Heidi Eller. The
Those
only
are the
two
dads.
women ended up
Come
being
on.
matched up. Again, we just did an order. And then Wes Harden versus Turner Wathen. That's
You know,
our-
now that we've created the list, I don't know that I can. Like, these are really tough matchups.
there are tough matchups,
But
right?
they're good. They're good.
And we're
They're
going to have to
relevant.
come up with logic to vote people out.
Right.
Where we know
right.
they're all deserving
We're voting for
of at least
yes.
one single bag of dicks.
Yes.
No, so
Yeah.
when I feel like whoever I vote for, I literally have to send a bag of dicks to. Like,
Okay.
Like,
so
if
you're
I
going to
make
be
a
sending out
pact,
multiple bags of dicks.
Let's make a pact
write it down.
that whoever we vote for on the show
I've sent-
tonight, we send a bag of dicks.
They're
Bag-
literally
bag of dicks.
dummies. Like, I'm literally just sending you a gift.
Yeah.
Just for whatever it's worth, there's no such thing as a bag of ovaries. I have
What
looked
does
it up.
that even look like?
I don't know, but it doesn't exist.
And it's
so.
not funny.
Yeah, I guess not.
Wieners are funny. I mean, we just
Yeah,
need to
you're
admit it. We just need to admit it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. On that note, it is time to drink. It looks like Lenny's ready to go. Lenny, did you find another new bottle? Were you able to secure
It's
one?
damn near new. I mean, it's like
Okay. All right. Yeah.
okay, I've got a bottle of Bear Creek rum
Okay.
out of Denver.
Out of Denver. Okay. Decent. Just
Well,
decent.
yeah, you know.
Someone talked over it, but
It's show, yeah. No swat on the set apparently.
Right? It's someone else's fault.
Yep.
I just love that Lenny's not on this list. That's
Right.
spectacular.
Leatherwood. I'm hopeful about this. All right, here we go. Slide on the set. No, nothing.
So,
cute.
with
Where's
that,
mine?
we missed out because we should absolutely send Kaylee Baker a bag of dicks because she'd think it's so goddamn funny.
Oh, she would so love
Okay,
getting a bag of dicks.
Yeah, can we put
She
her-
could be an honorable mention.
The fun though, isn't it? The more fun the person who just doesn't just love the idea.
I know.
The-
Kaylee
the-
would fucking love if she got a
That's why Heidi on here, she would just love it. She'd be like, "Oh, I'm so angry at you. Here's the 10th post about it." Yeah,
She's got like 5 in her mouth.
yeah, 5 in her mouth. Oh,
Excellent point.
it's just embarrassing. Yeah. So the part is you want some aggravation about this. It's not supposed to be a real nice gift. I mean, we do a show where we send people nice gifts. This is not supposed to be a nice gift. So yeah,
So
I
do we
think.
need to rethink our list?
I know. We've got some. I think we got enough on here that'll be angry about.
So I only know about this website because I used to send it to my best friend for her birthday.
Sure.
So
Right.
That's the only reason why. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You weren't searching dicks, and then yeah. You weren't
Oh.
just randomly checking out
You know
dicks
what?
online. Yeah.
How do I get a bag of dicks?
Right. Yeah.
.com.
Yeah.
No, she thought it was so funny, but
Yeah, I like how Kathy was looking at the big one they got. You're like that isn't going to work for the purpose you think. Here's
the size on
something you
that?
should order
That's
instead.
interesting.
Yeah,
it's
I know, Kathy. She Sonny McNew's an expert on this. She's like, been there, done that. No.
I haven't, but I just know by the way it looks.
McNew's like, you might think that's a good idea, KK, but actually, in reality,
Right. Here's what happens.
a candy
It's not gonna work the way you think it does.
Yeah.
doesn't fulfill you.
Well, I don't know. So here's where we're at.
We're popping bottles.
Is it over, or did someone win?
Oh, only one person popped a
Oh,
bottle.
Lenny did, and I did. Lenny's got the lead. All right, let's get this back.
1.5 people.
We're professionals. Let's not forget. McNew, you look like you're ready to go. What do you got?
Yep, I am. I have this bottle of spirits. I'm gonna kill the bottle. It's not gonna do shit. This cork pop's gonna suck. Nothing happened.
Okay, it was better than mine. Not as good as Lenny's though. Lenny's got the lead. Tim, you're next.
I got a bottle of Fortuitous Union. There's a single barrel selection from Binny's here in Chicago.
Okay.
Swide on the set.
Okay.
Not a
Deep and bassy.
Nothing.
Very thick and veiny.
All right. Thick and veiny.
I like that one.
Kathy liked that. She didn't like it. It's her
I like
turn.
that one.
Kathy,
So
what do you got?
sometimes the jokes hit, sometimes they don't.
Oh yeah. You throw enough out there and you see what happens. She liked that.
I was back at the shelf looking for my Fortuitous Union. I couldn't find it fast enough because I was laughing so hard about thick and veiny.
Thick and veiny.
Is that his name?
Okay. Yeah, thick and veiny.
Wilderness Trail.
Okay. Nah, nothing there. Lenny, you won again. You won
That's
yet
right.
again, Lenny.
in
Cheers.
there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
I feel like Lenny needs the wins.
Yeah, Lenny's. Yes.
I don't need the wins.
Yeah.
I'll take them.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what we'll do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we'll be doing our bracket challenge. Who's going to be getting multiple bags of dicks? Everybody in the listening audience will be sending a bag of dicks to whoever wins this bracket challenge. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Kathy Cole. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily, and today we are back on our bullshit. Who was getting a bag of dicks?
Who's getting a bag of dicks? So here's where we're at. Just as a reminder, it's going to be Phil Collin versus Demetrius Kane, Evan Van Scoik versus Kyle Neely, Pam Hoyle versus Heidi Eller, and Wes Harden versus Turner Wathen. Round number one, Kathy, you are first. Phil Collin or Demetrius Kane?
I think it would be like Demetrius would get it too much. Like he would appreciate it too much. Whereas Phil Collin would be bewildered.
Yes.
So I vote Phil Collin.
Phil Collin. Phil will definitely be bewildered. Tim, you're next. Phil Collin or Demetrius Kane?
I have a feeling that on the farm, Demetrius Kane has seen a lot of dicks. Phil Collin, a city boy, has not.
Okay.
Who's coined taint talk as well as VIPness. Phil Collin deserves the bag of dicks.
Phil Collin. That means Phil Collin is now up 2-0 over Demetrius Kane. What do you think, Lenny? Phil Collin or Demetrius Kane?
A similar mindset. I think I want to see the recipient be someone who is both shocked and disgusted, and overall like provides comedic value. And I think in this pair up, that is going to be Phil.
Phil. All right. That means Phil moves on. He will be in our final four. All right. Next up is Evan Van Scoik versus Kyle Neely. Round number 2. Tim, you are first.
I can last.
God, I can only imagine Evan Van Scoik when he sees this arrive at his door. Kyle Neely. I don't think it's the first time he's seen a bag of dicks. I I think Evan would be my vote for the shock and awe campaign that we are commencing this evening.
Yeah, he's very positive. I could see him. Oh, look, a package, and he's all fired up.
He's all giddy. Wow,
Yeah.
this is great.
Well,
Oh
just
my
let
God,
me
there's
know when you're
5
ready for
here.
the Kyle Neely voices on when
Yeah.
the bag of dicks arrive at his house.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to get to vote in this one.
not gonna. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe we'll see.
Lenny, what do you think? Evan Van Scoik or Kyle Neely?
Well, like another layer of criteria for how to make this decision for me is who has cast something that is more deserving. And for all of Kyle Neely's dad jokes, I've never really been all that offended or annoyed. Like I like the guy. I also like Evan a lot. But when he said he meant to say wolf and he said woof and he defended
Yes.
it,
Right?
Yes,
and he
Lenny.
defended it like it was
Yes.
normal.
Breaker for
I'm
Right.
sorry, but I have to draw a line there. And that line
Well
is a bag of dicks.
played.
So you're gonna give him back? Yeah, Kyle. Evan Van Scoik. He is the worst. If he says something, he takes it to the end. Like he was like, because I said the release of the new Weller, it said in the thing I read it was biannual, and I'm like, well, that means it's going to come out twice a year. He's like, no, it's not. That means every other year, and I'm
No,
like,
that
it
is-
means twice a year. And
Annual.
so then we look at
Semi-annual
it. Then we
would
look
be-
it up. Then we look it up, and clearly on the definition is it's twice a year. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you've shown him the facts. He has said it means every other year. It means every other year.
That's
And
awesome.
he just locks in. He does
I
not.
I've
appreciate the
also
digging in.
witnessed him argue with a goalie rules about when it hits the bar
Right. Yeah.
No.
for hours.
I know. He just does.
He won't let it go.
It doesn't matter. Facts don't matter. It's just that was his opinion at the time, and he can't change. He can't evolve.
I think we can all agree that Evan's awesome, but he might deserve a bag of dicks.
he deserves the bag of dicks. Okay.
Evan is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Tim, do you voted for Evan, right? Or did you vote for
Is
Kyle?
it- I'm up. I'm up. Yeah, between these two. Yeah.
No, you would have voted.
I already
first.
voted Evan, I think, because I think
Evan.
Kyle's already seen bags of dicks.
Okay,
So I don't think he'd be too
that's it. Okay.
shocked.
I was just saying McNew's on break, so it is a
I'll take
six
your
show.
spot.
Okay, Kathy.
I'll take McNew's spot, and I am going to vote for Kyle because I appreciate the fact that his desire in life is to be famous on the ABV network.
It
Every
is.
time we say Kyle Neely, that makes him feel good about himself. And every time he receives a bag of dicks, he's going to feel good
It's an
about
affirmation.
himself.
It's an affirmation. Yeah.
This is about building Kyle Neely's self-esteem.
Yeah. Self-esteem, while built up, now comes crashing down as I go with Evan Van Scoik, and yeah, and
One veiny cock and balls at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Kyle.
Exactly. So, Kyle, sorry, your dream is over. Round number 3. Pam Hoyle or Heidi Eller. Round number 3. Lenny, you're first. Who deserves a bag of dicks?
Man, I feel like I need to know Pam better. I've kind of like seen her posts on Facebook stuff.
Oh yeah, posted all the time about the counter.
Yeah.
She comes in and cusses all the time. I mean,
I like that. I've heard her on episodes of Bourbon Daily.
Yeah.
I feel like in a lot of worlds I would grant her that bag, but I don't know. Well, like this is a contrarian thing to say. Like I love Heidi, and therefore I want her to get the bag.
You want to get the bag. Okay. Heidi goes up
You know
1-0.
what? Heidi wants the bag of dicks.
She does.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good vote.
Granting bags of dicks.
Oh, she's craving it right now. So, all right. McNew, what do you think? Heidi or Pam?
I love Pam so much, but also I'm with KK. Heidi wants the bag of dicks.
No.
I'm gonna send them to her.
Bad choice. I don't know. Heidi is, she's a lot to deal with. And this would be like an award for her. It'd be like the equivalent of her winning an Oscar.
Yes.
She'd be
I'm
so
with
excited
you,
about it. So no, I don't need it
I'm
in
not
my
going to
life.
feed that
No.
ego.
Pam Hoyle, you get my vote. You get my vote. Yeah. Round number 3. Next up is Kathy.
Okay. I love Heidi. She is a wonderful person, And I too think her hubris would get out of control.
Yep.
Whereas Pam, if she got a bag of dicks, I think Pam could handle a bag of dicks and keep her humility.
Yeah.
And she would just be like, fuck you
Right.
and your bag of dicks.
Yeah.
And that would be a fun day to hang out with Pam. So I'm voting Pam.
Pam. That means Pam's tied it up. Tim, you are the tiebreaker here. Round number 3.
You know, I keep on thinking about the Ewalds and the Robinsons. This is like an ABV super fan
It is.
voting process where you, no matter what you do, you're hurting somebody.
Right.
And you don't want to do that. You want to keep people going, keep people motivated, keep people going because you love every one of them. Heidi loves addiction. I'm Pam. I could see Pam wearing a gummy dick around her neck, thinking, yes,
stringing them. Yeah.
yes, and saying, well, yes, I got this. I don't like that I got this, but I got this. But she is the one I'm going to vote for.
Heidi or Pam?
Pam?
That means Pam moves on. All right. Round number 4. Wes Harden versus Turner Wathen. Round number 4. McNew is first. Wes Harden or Turner Wathen.
This is rough.
This is a matchup here. They both deserve
George
George Washington
Of the
versus
night.
Thomas Jefferson is what this is. You know?
I do love Wes. I feel like we have the same dark humor. We joke about the same dark things. But I'm gonna go Turner. Turner is a vibe. I'm here for Turner.
Turner. What the fuck? A bag of dicks? Who would do something like this? Next
Absolutely
day,
here for
next
Turner.
day, 3 bags of dicks show up. This is bullshit. 3 bags of dicks showed up today.
No, if Dick showed up at Wes's house, you know it was me. I have questions, and I'm here for that.
Right.
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 So Turner
Yeah.
all the way.
Turner goes up 1-0. This is a tough one. Wes could get his feelings hurt too. So I gotta go Turner. Turner wouldn't get his feelings hurt. He'd be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. So I gotta go Turner. Because I like both these guys, but I don't want anybody to get mad. I think that could happen with Wes, so he's out. The pineapple fruit pie thing is real. There it is. Yeah, that was a real deal.
Where's the strawberry fruit pie?
Yeah, where's the strawberry one? I wish they'd bring the strawberry one and the pineapple one back. Those are probably the best 2 they ever did. All right. So here's where we're at. Turner is up 2-0 in round number 4. Kathy, you're next. Turner or Wes?
So, Steve, like you said, I think Wes would get a little offended. I'm slightly afraid of Wes, so I don't want to offend him. I've never met him, but
He's a really nice guy.
Lover. He's a lover at the end of the day. He's a lover.
yeah, still, I'm sending my bag of dicks to Turner.
Turner. All right. So our final 4, one of these 4 people is going to get bags of dicks from everybody in the ABV world universe. Phil Collin, Evan Van Scoik, Pam Hoyle, or Turner Wathen. Round number 5, I am first. Phil Collin or Evan Van Scoik?
God, that's tough.
I worry about Phil not even knowing what it is when it shows up. So he gets this bag. He's like, "What are these? Is this a gun?" And he's like showing his kids and that. He's got the whole family. Excuse me, children, does this look like a gun to you? Is that the trigger down there? What's in the lower
happening?
part of this? I can't have that. I can't be responsible for that. Evan Van Scoik, I think he's deserving of the Bag of Dicks award. So I'm going to go Evan. So Evan. No. And he's voted out the super fans, and he loves it, by the way. When we have the super fan show, he loves being the villain and voting people out. So he's going to get a taste of his own medicine, a bag o' dicks, on behalf of all the people he's reamed through the years.
He's ridden a few people through the years. Yeah, that's a great point, Steve.
He loves kicking them out.
The heel.
So he is the heel. There's a lot of people that want to send him a bag of dicks, the ones he's kicked out through the years. So yeah.
Now you get the opportunity to potentially do so. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Kathy, you're next. Phil Collin or Evan Van Scoik? Evan is up 1-0.
For exactly the reasons Steve just said, I am going to vote for Phil Collins because he would not know why all these bags of dicks are coming to his house.
This is so confusing.
And Evan would appreciate the bags of dicks, whereas with Phil, it would be a surprise. And he would have to explain it to his kids. I think that's hilarious. I'm voting Phil Collins.
All right. So we're tied up. We're knotted up, as they say. Round number 5, Tim is going to be next. Phil Collin or Evan Van Scoik, they each have a vote.
I have this vision of Phil Collin talking in his derby voice, announcer voice, of the various different colors. Coming around the turn, here's the green apple dick versus the blueberry dick and the cherry dick and all. I think Phil can make this into a game.
Okay.
When I think of Evan, I see Evan in a Jedi robe,
Oh no.
trying to think that this is somehow right with the Force, a broad balance with the Force. Phil is still uncomfortable with receiving a bag of dicks. Phil Collin is my vote.
Phil Collin gets the vote. Round number 5, Phil Collin gets the vote. All right. Next up is Lenny. Lenny, what do you think? Phil is up 2-1 over Evan Van Scoik.
I follow a logic for why Phil, but for some reason I think I think there's more comedy in Evan.
Evan.
I think he'd be more annoyed, actually.
I fully respect that.
Yeah.
We're tied up 2-2. McNew, it goes to you for the tiebreaker. Phil Collin or Evan Van Scoik?
I'm still here for Phil.
Phil. That means Phil moves on and will be in the finals to get bags of dicks from the ABV network audience. All right. Next up is Pam Hoyle versus Turner Wathen. Round number 6. Up first is going to be Kathy. Pam Hoyle.
Wow. Whew. This is... I mean, Uprocks gives us some challenges when we do our brackets.
Right.
But this right here, Pam versus Turner.
Yeah. This is the real deal.
I don't want to be too quick. I want to give it its proper consideration.
Oh, yeah.
Called
respect.
Yeah. I think, there's something to be said for Pam and what she's done for the ABV network and thus deserving of a prize, whether it's a bag of dicks or a double gold.
Right.
But Turner gets my vote.
Turner gets the vote.
For a bag of dicks.
Yeah, I didn't think that's where it's going to go. She surprised us, folks.
Wow, she just completely hoodwinked us.
Yeah. So, Tim, here's where we're at. Turner's up 1-0. What do you think, Turner or Pam? Bag of dicks.
I've met Pam. Pam is a sweet personality with a very sparky, just really enjoys life and enjoys keeping things moving. Turner can be a dark soul in the various different places of life that probably needs reinforcement that a bag of dicks would provide.
Turner goes up 2-0.
Turner goes up 2-0
over Pam Hoyle. Round number 6. Lenny, you're next. Turner Wathen or Pam Hoyle?
God, this is a tough one because again, I feel like I just don't know Pam well enough. I feel like Turner's definitely a worthy recipient.
Yeah, no, Pam's such a sweet lady. Send your dicks to Pam or to Turner. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for the clarity. I'm going to go with your recommendation.
And we got McNew drunk.
Yeah, McNew is now
6
non-coherent.
shows.
6 shows is 5 is the limit, folks.
Well, Turner Hoyle it is.
Turner Hoyle it is.
Turner Van Hoyle.
I'll go with
Turner Van Hoyle. Turner. All right.
I love the guy. Yeah, let's go with him.
Turner moves on. So who's going to get the bag of dicks? This comes down now to Phil Collin or Turner Wathen. Round number 7. Tim, you're first.
Oh boy, this is the Super Bowl, folks.
This
This is like for all the marbles.
Oh yeah, they got a lot riding on this.
You know what, Steve? When you just said you got a lot riding on this, Phil does ride around on Trigger, his little
Derby horse. Yeah.
his little horse that he runs around.
Mhm.
Phil will have stories for ages. Turner would expect to win here.
Right.
Phil Collin
Phil
is my
Collin.
vote.
Phil Collin. Phil Collin goes up 1-0. Lenny, what do you think? Phil Collin or Turner Wathen? Who deserves a bag of dicks?
I feel like they're as parallel as it gets. I want to say both. Is that a cop
You
out?
can't. You can't.
You can
Can't we
send
say
them
that?
both a bag of dicks, but you
Can't
must
we?
vote for only one.
Yeah. McNew's barely
awesome.
upright. Her eyes are closing.
Let's go with Phil.
Phil. All right.
Phil, wow. Quick
Phil.
lead.
Phil is quickly up 2-0. Round number 7. McNew, what do you think? You can end this thing right now by voting for Phil, or you can give Turner Wathen life in this game.
Or you can just fall off your
Turner's
chair.
getting dicks. Send them to Turner.
Turner. That means Turner has life in this game. So then it goes to me next. And I think Turner's kind of the villain here. Turner's
He's
the guy
gonna
Turner is the villain. That's well
Yeah.
said.
who deserves bags of dicks, but Phil Collin, it'll just be interesting to see what his reaction is as he begins.
No.
Bags of dicks begin rolling in to his Louisville estate. Yeah, Phil Collin, congratulations, you, my friend, are getting bags of dicks from the ABV Network listening audience.
I love that I was not on this list.
Yeah.
For love.
So there you go. Yeah, don't worry,
Good
you're
job,
getting your own too. So send your bags of dicks to Phil Collin and to Lenny. So there you go. Fair enough.
And he's still let off the hook.
No. Well, so that's it. There you go. Bonus 6 show. The very rare opportunity we got back together to do one bonus show. Fun stuff. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me sending bags of dicks to who knows how
Yes.
many people. And on Instagram at KK Cask Strength.
KK has strength. Also put a plug in for Ship a Bag of Dicks. That's what you're going to want to use. Ship a Bag of Dicks. They run on a special. They're deeply discounted right now from $15 down to $14.99 on sale. So yeah, wow, savings galore. So check it out. All right, Tim, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me long and strong and about to get my friction on at Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
Lenny.
You can find me and the rest of Deerhammer on social media at Deerhammer, on the webs at deerhammer.com. And you can come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado. No dicks.
No dicks. McNew, how about you?
Him on Instagram at McNew ABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got that company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. I'm sure we'll be talking about this and so much more right at that tasting bar. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. You can sign up for our email and text distribution online. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us.
This is us.
Please visit our page.
Everybody in the audience.
ABV Network.
That was all just one word. Yeah, it was just
One just stream of thought.
just one long word. Yes. .com.
5-star review.
Hey, we're on
Sorry.
the sixth show. What are you asking me? 6 shows. We did 6 shows.
Drink the water. It'll be fine. All right. On that note, we'll let you guys go until tomorrow. We'll have a brand new show for you. Looking forward to that. Until then, get out there and order your bags of dicks for Phil Collin. Take care, everybody. See ya.
You guys.
Chipabagofdicks.com.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the Hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.